When thinking about Disney World, there's a good chance that Magic Kingdom is one of the first Disney parks that come to mind. And it is one of the most popular Disney theme parks. And if you have a Disney vacation coming up, there's a good chance that Magic Kingdom is one of the parks that you're going to be visiting. And in all of the times that I have visited Magic Kingdom, there is so many things to see and do while you are there. But tonight specifically, I want to talk about 10 things that you are absolutely not going to want to miss whenever you are visiting Magic Kingdom. So if you are watching live tonight, I want to say thank you. If you are here in the chat, let me know, say hi, and if you have any upcoming Disney World vacations coming up, definitely let me know in the chat. I would love to hear about them. So as I said, tonight we're going to be talking all about Magic Kingdom, some things that you absolutely are not going to want to miss. And at the end of the stream tonight, I have a little bit of an announcement. I have a new thing that I'm going to start doing at the end of each videos, or attached to each of the videos. I am going to announce something tonight that I'm going to start doing on the videos. So I see the Doofs are here. We've got Raphael. Thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. I am very excited to have you guys and share some of these things. And also, if you are here and you have some must-do things that you like to do when visiting Magic Kingdom, please let me know so we can share with the other people that are here in the chat. And so we also have Matthew and Lauren here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And with that, we'll go ahead and hop right on into our list here. So the first thing that I want to recommend whenever visiting Magic Kingdom is you should do at least one of the very popular rides that you can find at Magic Kingdom. So one of the things about Magic Kingdom, since it is one of the most popular Disney World theme parks, they have some very popular Disney rides that go with the park. And at times, these wait times can get very, very long, and it can be hard to wait in these lines. But some of these rides are must-do rides, I feel personally, and I want to share some of them with you so that way you know some of the most popular rides that are at the park. They are Peter Pan's Flight. That line always is very long whenever you visit Magic Kingdom. There is Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, which some of you may know is a very fun attraction at Magic Kingdom, but it can be very long at times to wait inside of the line for that ride. And then also Space Mountain is a very popular ride that you can find at Magic Kingdom. So the lines can get very long for these rides, and these are a really great ride to do if you are doing rope drop or early entry for the park, so that way you can get them knocked out at the beginning of the day and you don't have to worry about waiting in the long lines later on in the day. And another hack is also to do these rides whenever you are going to, or during the fireworks is a great time to also do these rides. So those are some very popular rides you'll want to check out. So I've got some chats here as well. So the Doofs say that they're going to Disney on July 10th. Very nice. And yes, I would love to have a lunch or dinner with you guys, of course. That would be perfect. I'm very much so looking forward to that. And People Mover is a must-do ride for you. That's what we're going to be getting to later on here in the list here that I have, but I absolutely love the People Mover. And let's see. Yes, Peter Pan and Seven Dwarfs are really great rides, absolutely, to do during the fireworks whenever they are not as long of lines during the day, because they can get very crazy. And then also, let's see here, Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin is a really great ride as well. And I've gotten Galactic Hero once, only because the ride got stopped and I knew exactly where to hit on the volcano. So, but if you are really good at the ride, you can definitely probably get Galactic Hero every time if you know exactly where to hit on the targets. So I'm going to pause here for a minute. My ring light died for some reason. There we go. We are back. Some technical difficulties here, but all right, so we will skip to the second thing that you won't want to miss whenever visiting Magic Kingdom, and one of those things are the parades and cavalcades. So the nice thing about Magic Kingdom is that they have a lot of entertainment at the park, but the thing that I really like in particular are the parades and cavalcades that they have. So they have a couple of them. The one main one is the Festival of Fantasy Parade that you can find 2 times throughout the day, depending on the day that you are visiting. Usually it's about noon and then 3 p.m., but definitely check the day that you are visiting. And then they also have a bunch of cavalcades that roll through the park at various times throughout the day. The nice thing about these is that you don't have to get a spot really to watch them. You definitely can, but you can definitely hop and come up or just kind of happen upon them, which is really nice. It's a great way to see some of the characters that you really enjoy, Disney characters. But the thing about the Festival of Fantasy Parade, I definitely recommend that you find a spot ahead of time so that way you can get a good spot to see characters, because it definitely starts to get packed along Main Street and the route of the parade. So that is one thing that you definitely want to check out and kind of budget some time for whenever you are visiting Magic Kingdom, if you are wanting to visit and see the Festival of Fantasy Parade. But the third thing I want to say here is it's very popular and a very nice thing to do is to get some treats at Disney World and to enjoy Disney snacks. But I want to recommend to you Dole Whips. They are absolutely my favorite Disney treat. I love the Dole Whips, but I also really like to get the Dole Whip floats. And you can get these at Aloha Isle in Adventureland in Magic Kingdom. So this is a really refreshing and great treat to get whenever you're at the parks. So I absolutely recommend that. So we've got another comment here about the parades. And so I don't remember the actual finale for the Festival of Fantasy Parade. That's the thing about whenever I became an annual pass holder, it was kind of before everything had happened, so I just missed out on kind of knowing the real Disney and how things used to be done. So the way that Disney is done now is the way that I know it and remember it. So I'm gonna have to watch a video and see what the old finale was. And yes, there is the rope drop stage show, which is always fun to see. Usually I've seen it once because usually I miss it because I am busy trying to get to a popular attraction like Seven Dwarfs Mine Train or Peter Pan or something like that. But that is fun. And then they also have the Mickey's Magical Friendship Fair that you can find multiple times throughout the day. And that's the show in front of the castle as well. So that's another one to check out for sure. And the best parade spot is the curve in Liberty Square in front of the tree. Yes, that is another really great place to check out the parades because it isn't as busy and it gives you a really good look at the parades and the cavalcades as well. I definitely like that because they can get very crowded along Main Street. So Doofs, that is definitely a really good spot to think about whenever you are watching the parades or the cavalcades, especially Festival of Fantasy Parade, because they can get pretty hectic whenever that parade comes around. But the fourth thing that I have that you won't want to miss is doing some shopping along Main Street. So I know whenever I first started going to Disney World, the main thing that I like to do and still like to do is definitely prioritize attractions. Oh, my ring light. I loved just prioritizing attractions, but I usually would just skip Main Street and just run right to the ride that I was looking to go to. And I would miss all of the shops that were along Main Street. And there are so many fun ones. You can go check out some Disney merch, see what's inside there. It's always fun just to do a little bit of shopping. But the shops that I really like to go to are the Emporium, of course. Sorry, I'm just going to leave my ring light off. Or as the Emporium, of course, it's a very big Disney store in Magic Kingdom along Main Street. And then also the Uptown Jewelers is a really fun one to go to. I call that store the Look, Don't Touch store because usually it has like Coach, Stony Clover, Dooney and Burke bags that are really fun to look at, but have very high price tags. So those are fun places that I like to go shopping and do some shopping whenever I am going to Disney World. And I love, of course, looking at the Loungeflies. You guys know I love the Loungeflies. So let's see here. Watched our last trip. Terrible radio edits. Gotcha. I'm gonna have to look and see what the difference was. And shopping it, but yeah, as I've gone to Disney World and kind of done the rides and have broadened my horizons about things to do at Disney World, shopping has definitely become something that I have really enjoyed to do. Whenever I go to the parks, that's usually one of the first things that I do. I kind of pop right into the stores and see if there's any new merch or what they have there. So I definitely love doing shopping when at Disney World for sure. Even if I don't buy, it's always just fun to look for sure. So I think we are on item number 5 here. And the fifth thing that I want to say to you is to get some photos for memories. So I know, of course, whenever I go to Disney World, I am usually vlogging my time there or getting videos for social media. And it's a lot of times I actually forget to get photos of my day because I'm too busy either running around from ride to ride, or I am too busy trying to get stuff for a video. And you may find the same thing if you are there with your family. You may be a little bit hectic running around trying to figure out where your family's at, where you're going to go on a ride next, where you're going to eat. And it can completely slip your mind to even just get photos of the day. And so the last thing you would want is to get to the end of the day and realize you don't really have any photos or things to look back on potentially. So I always like to keep in mind to take at least one photo or a couple of photos for my day, so that way I have memories to look back on. And there's a couple of spots that I definitely recommend looking and going to if you are wanting to get some fun photos at Magic Kingdom. So of course you have the castle. The classic picture in front of the castle is one that you will absolutely want to do. And then I also like going to both of the sides of the castle and the back of the castle are also really fun spots. The sides are really nice because usually you don't have the large crowds of people in the background. So that's a great place that you can go and get a photo of just yourself or just your family. And then also the purple wall is a very popular photo spot. Usually a lot of bloggers and vloggers and Instagrammers go there for their profile pictures or for pictures whenever they are at Magic Kingdom. So that is a very popular place to go as well. And yes, I did not mention this, but whenever you're shopping on Magic Kingdom, down on Main Street, the Vault store is also a really neat store to go to as well. I know they have some purses right now there that I really would like to get. But the Vault store is really neat to kind of see some older, like classic merch that they have going on right now. So that's another great store to go to. And yeah, so that way you can track your day. I really like that as well. And also if you are going to do the photo pass system, or if you're going to purchase that for your trip, anytime that you see a PhotoPass person, it's really great if there's not a long line. What I used to do when I had the PhotoPass is if I saw a cast member that didn't have a long line, I would just go get a photo. I didn't care what I looked like. I just liked to get it and grab it, so that way I had the photo for a memory. And if you have the PhotoPass system, you definitely want to take advantage of that because obviously you're paying extra for it, and there's a lot of fun magic shots and things that you can get with it. So I definitely recommend taking advantage of that whenever considering photos when you're at Magic Kingdom. All right, so we talked about getting photos. The sixth thing, I may be getting out of order here or forgetting my order, is to do some must-do classic rides. So of course there are so many rides at Magic Kingdom. That's one of the things that I really like about that park, is that there are a lot of attractions that you can check out. But there's some that I want to recommend to you and some that I think other people would definitely recommend. But let me know in the chat too what some of your favorite ones were. I know Doofs, you said the People Mover. Love the People Mover. That is one of my favorites as well. But I want to recommend to you the Pirates of the Caribbean. That's just a good classic Magic Kingdom ride to do. Also, you guys know I love the Haunted Mansion. That is one of my favorite Magic Kingdom rides. And then also Big Thunder Mountain is a really good one to do. That is a good roller coaster ride that usually doesn't have a like crazy long wait time compared to like Seven Dwarfs Mine Train or Space Mountain. So I definitely recommend checking those ones out if you're looking for some good rides to do whenever you are at the parks or at Magic Kingdom, I guess. And the eighth thing I want to recommend as far as rides go that you won't want to miss is to ride Splash Mountain. So you may or may not know that Splash Mountain is going to be getting a re-theme soon. And so the next time you're at Magic Kingdom, if Splash Mountain is still open, definitely go ahead and ride that ride before it changes. It is going to get a Princess and the Frog re-theme. We're going to pause that really quick. And yeah, the Haunted Mansion is nice because, yes, it can have a short wait time. There are times that it can be quite long, but usually that's a really good like go-to ride to go to. And it's nice and it's indoors. It's one of my favorites, of course. But yeah, it's been nice because it hasn't had a long line recently. So it kind of depends on the time of day. Usually noon is when attractions are longer wait times. So it's the middle of the day. A lot of people are there. But then at the beginning and end of the day is when people usually, or the parks aren't as busy. So definitely go and check that ride out. But as far as Splash Mountain goes, it's really great during the summertime here now. It's a great way to cool off because it is a water ride. So definitely go and check that out. Be able to ride it one last time potentially if you're going on your visit before it may get a retheme and change. So I know I really love Splash Mountain, but I am kind of curious to see what the Princess and the Frog retheme is going to look like. I know that some people are not thrilled about it, but you know, I definitely want to take advantage of it anytime that I go, so that way I can ride it before it does go away and before it gets its retheme. So hello to everyone hopping in the chat here. We've got someone that likes the Jungle Cruise. I like the Jungle Cruise as well. The only thing I don't like about the Jungle Cruise is the long wait time that usually comes with it. That's another good ride to do if you're going to rope drop, or later on, probably during the fireworks. That's a good time because the wait time for that one can get very insane. The other day, it was like 11 o'clock on Sunday, and it was already a 95-minute wait. So definitely consider budgeting some time for Jungle Cruise. And also, it has a very long wait time at times, and the line goes by very slow. So we talked a little bit about it, but the ninth thing I want to say to you that you shouldn't miss are some of the shows that are at Magic Kingdom. So Mickey's PhilharMagic is one of my favorite ones to check out. I also really enjoy the Tiki Room. That's a great one. I know some people, sometimes it gets a bad rap, but it's also a great way to get an AC break whenever you're at Magic Kingdom. So that's one of my favorite things to do. And then also, I absolutely love the Monsters Laugh Floor. That is an attraction at Magic Kingdom that is always going to be different whenever you are visiting there, because the jokes and the interactions with the crowd are going to be different. So that's just a fun one to go and check out. I absolutely love it. It's great for kids, great for adults. I love it. Those are some shows that you will want to check out whenever you're at Magic Kingdom. So let's see here. Ride it last night so we don't have to walk around wet. Yeah, for Splash Mountain, that is a good one. If you have the back row of Splash Mountain, it's not terrible. You don't get super soaked, but if you are in the front, you can guarantee at least your head to get wet. So yes, another great thing is if you are going to do Jungle Cruise or any line that is very long, consider bringing your lunch with you and eating and kind of killing two birds with one stone, because that is what we did whenever we did the Jungle Cruise. Yes, the Jungle Cruise is awesome. And yeah, I can see at night it can be hard to definitely see some of the animatronics and some of the scenes for the ride. But you're just going to have to weigh if you want to wait in the long wait time or if you really want to experience the attraction. So that's something that you'll have to think about. So yes, absolutely love the Tiki Room. I personally like it. I know other people it's either hit or miss for them, but I always love it. And then, yes, I love the Monsters Laugh Floor. That's one of my new favorite things. I just love seeing the jokes that are told by the monsters and how the crowd interacts, because it's just so funny. And yes, I think I know where that guy is at, where they usually choose. I think it's like in the front of the crowd. I'm not sure, but of all the times that I've been there, it's always been some of the people in the front of the where the crowd sits. So definitely check out some of those shows, and of course the rides whenever you're at Magic Kingdom. And the last thing, I definitely went out of order. So this is actually the ninth thing that you're going to want to do whenever visiting Magic Kingdom. And this is probably my personal preference. It may be a hit or miss for some people, but I would recommend, if you're looking for a quick service restaurant to eat at whenever you're there, I recommend eating at Cosmic Rays. And you guys are going to have to let me know in the comments what you think of that. But I like eating at Cosmic Rays. Maybe it's a little bit nostalgic for me because I remember going there as a kid. But I really like it for a couple of reasons. It's nice, it's indoors, but there's also Sunny Eclipse there that has a little performance that he puts on. So it's kind of like you can eat your meal and have a little show while you are eating there. So he tells some kind of corny jokes, but also sings some songs. So it's a good place to go to. Of course, it has your standard like theme park food. So okay, Deuce, I'm glad that you agree with that, because I know sometimes quick service places can kind of be a hit or miss for people. So, but in my experience, I really enjoyed Cosmic Rays. So that's a good place to go if you're looking to eat. Definitely go there. I would recommend going either before or after the like meal rushes, because seating can be hard to find at times. So either going at like 11 and then a little bit after noon or something like that, and a little before and after dinner is a great thing to do. Also, do your mobile ordering, people, so that way you can save some time and you don't have to wait in the long lines to get your food. So that's what I recommend whenever it comes to having or finding a quick place to eat whenever you're at Magic Kingdom. And the 10th thing here, I know we went out of order here, but the last thing that I would recommend that you won't want to miss at Magic Kingdom, and definitely if you guys have any other things, let me know. We can talk about them after. The 10th thing I recommend is watching the, oh wait, we'll talk real quick about Cosmic Rays too. Oh, some of the worst. Okay, wait, never mind. So maybe you did not think it was a good tip. Yeah, I can definitely see that for sure. It is kind of your typical like theme park food for sure. So there's probably some other good places that you can eat at Magic Kingdom. Do let me know in the chat what you recommend for sure. But that's usually where I have gone if I do eat in Magic Kingdom, but I know I can probably broaden my horizons as well. But yes, it can be very nostalgic for sure. So, oh, okay, yeah. So monorail hop to the Poly and eat there. I know they have a pretty good quick service stop too, and they also have Dole Whips there too. So that's good. And then also at the Contemporary is a really good quick service too, I think. So yeah, you definitely have your options whenever thinking about eating when you're at Magic Kingdom. So yeah, the 10th and final thing that I have here for you guys is to definitely watch the evening fireworks show. It is Enchantment. They changed it. It's one of the newer fireworks shows at definitely Magic Kingdom, but at Disney World. So that is a really fun one that you'll want to see at the end of the night if you're interested in doing fireworks. If not, definitely go and ride all of the rides that you can because the wait times can be quite low during the fireworks. But I really enjoy the Enchantment show. I do miss Happily Ever After, but I like how they have the projections down along Main Street. And whenever you are going to watch the fireworks show, definitely give yourself maybe an hour to get a spot because it can get quite crowded around that time because a lot of people are wanting to watch the fireworks show. So those are the 10 things I wanted to share with you of things that you don't want to miss whenever you're at Magic Kingdom. Yes, I have heard that the Tony's place right at the entrance of Magic Kingdom is not great. So maybe don't consider going there or consider, you know, scrapping that one if you were interested in eating there because I have not ever heard really good things about that place. So, but yes, those are the 10 things that you won't want to miss at Magic Kingdom. Yes, the projections are quite cool. So really any view that you have of the fireworks, you don't even have to be in front of the fireworks or in front of the castle. There's a lot of places around Magic Kingdom that you can definitely get a good view of the fireworks show, which is really nice. Yeah, I can definitely see that. I like how these projections are, they seem a lot kind of clearer to me. I don't know if it seems like a lot better quality than what Happily Ever After was. I don't know if that's probably personal preference or like what I have noticed, but I just like how they have put them along the Main Street because that's definitely an interesting kind of addition that they have to this fireworks show that we didn't have in the other one. So it's just a neat thing to check out for sure. But what I wanted to share with you guys that I'm going to start doing from now on after most of the videos or attached to most of the videos are, I know whenever I watch a YouTube video, especially when it comes to watching videos about like things to do or at a different, you know, when you're visiting someplace or tips videos, usually I watch the video and I keep some of the things in my mind for my trip or whatever I'm doing, but I usually forget about a lot of things. So what I'm going to start doing is at the attached to all of the videos, I'm going to create some guides and some little checklists or some cheat sheets or just some summary pages of the video. So that way when you guys are in the park, you have something to look back on. So for this video here in particular, since we talked about 10 things that you won't want to miss in Magic Kingdom, I can see how a lot of times you can be running around the park and definitely forget about some of the things that you may want to do, or if you liked what was on the list here that you may want to do. So I am going to, in the description bar below here, you can find right now the guide that I made for this video, and then also I will link it in the pinned comment below. So you can just click on it, and if you want to use the guide, you can use it whenever you're at Magic Kingdom to kind of keep you on track for your day. So I have those made. I'm going to make them for the future videos that are on here, and you guys will definitely have to let me know if you decide to use them, if they are helpful or not, or if you have any other ideas with them that may be helpful. So thank you guys so much for watching today. Deuce, I am still needing to come up with a catchphrase, but I want to thank you guys for watching. If you're watching on the live here, of course, if you're watching on the replay, thank you so much for being here as well. I hope you guys enjoy your trips to Disney World and Magic Kingdom for sure, and we will see you guys in the next video. See you guys.